All right. Brief Friday, I don't know, rant. I've got a particular issue with the gentleman that was recently assaulted in Boston. Homeless Hispanic male beaten up by two guys. Their explanation was they were going off of the rhetoric from Donald Trump based off of immigration and Mexicans. So they decided to go out, started off, urinated on this guy's face. He woke up and they beat the crap out of him with a metal pipe. As they were arrested, they started making threats to police officers, urinating all over the place, urinated in a police cell, continued making threats in the cell and everything. Now, obviously, this jumps out to people of color, minorities in general, because the chances of someone of color doing that and coming out unharmed or at the very least unassaulted would be, it'd be a miracle. And any logical person that isn't an asshole can admit that because they're not an asshole. But say you're the kind of person that looks more toward, well, they wouldn't bother, maybe they wouldn't bother a black guy or Hispanic guy too. Yes, there's a chance. It's not a good chance. It's not a good chance, but there's a chance. And that's the issue. The issue is that there's no equality there. There's a difference, a disparity in the treatment of minorities in certain areas of the nation by certain law enforcement areas, offices, whatever you want to call them, that isn't acknowledged. It would be nice if it would get acknowledged and then action, change, take place, so on and so forth. That's really all it would need. But every asshole that just comes out of the blue every time someone is assaulted and there is a wrong thing that fucking goes on, and all you worry about is, well, but no. Talk about the problem. The problem is a homeless Hispanic man was assaulted because two idiots looked at the TV, looked for a reason to be freaking idiots, and Donald Trump spoke to him. So, as a person, you should go, A, Donald Trump shouldn't have said that, B, they shouldn't have done that, and C, as Donald Trump realizes that these people did this crap, he should condemn it because no one deserves for that to be happening. Not just reply with, oh, my followers are passionate. What the fuck is that? If these are the issues that are coming out of people are flat out responsible for, and it's happening in front of our eyes, and all you're worried about is talking about how it's propaganda? There's a man that was assaulted. There are two men who did it maliciously off of inflammatory remarks made by a gentleman, and when told about the impact that his comments had, he pretty much absolved them. If you don't find anything wrong with that, you might want to start figuring out how to ask yourself some, I don't know what to fucking say. Something's wrong with you if you don't, if that shit doesn't bother you. If you don't find that shit wrong. If my black ass is looking across and seeing everyone being treated incorrectly, because if it was a cycle of just black cops all over the place and a black dude went in the cell, pissed all over the cell, black dudes didn't do anything about it, I know one white person would at least have an issue and say, is it because he was a bunch of brothers that they let him get away with it? And it'd be a legitimate point. There's nothing wrong with that. But the simple fact that it can't be said in this case, and God forbid we actually have a conversation where, oh, you're just not trying to ignore the fact that a man was fucking assaulted, and you should care about that shit and stop trying to make excuses for people. Like, God forbid. fuck is wrong with people?